So if Donald Trump or Elon Musk give you an unethical or illegal order, should you follow it? That's the subject of today's video. And effectively, this is the choice that many government employees have to face today, as the Trump and Musk people want you to do unethical and illegal things all the time. And they essentially want you to sign off, right? Sign your name on illegal orders, which could potentially have some serious ramifications to your life. And perhaps you might go to prison. Would it be worth it? This is the headlines today. Trump's DOJ's order to drop Eric Adams' case sparks mass resignations. So basically, all these people are saying, "No, I'm not following Trump down that path. No way." And the reason why this is so important is because these are lawyers who know the law very, very well, right? That's their job, that's their career, and they're just like, "I'm not signing off on this thing." If you don't understand, the basic gist of it is Eric Adams was under investigation, right? There's all these allegations for corruption stuff, and it looks like they had a very, very strong case against him. And essentially, the Trump people want this case to be dismissed. They want this case to go away, and what it looks like in exchange for things that Adams would do for the Trump people. Okay, and so by Trump wanting all these people to go along with it, just dismiss it, just get rid of the charges. A lot of these people who are, again, lawyers who know the law very, very well, just don't want to be part of it, so they're quitting. This is the summary here. It says Daniel Sassoon resigns as Manhattan U.S. Attorney. So again, this is New York. John Keller and Kevin Driscoll resign from the DOJ. Three other DOJ deputies resign: Rob Herbel, Jen Clark, and Marco Palmieri. So you have these multiple resignations, right? And again, this is effectively Trump. People want to have corruption charges dismissed, and what looks like to be some sort of benefit for Trump people. So let me read through this letter, and you guys have to understand effectively what they're going to be saying is you're either a fool or a coward to follow Trump. This is their own language. You got to hear this stuff. This is from Hagen Scotton. This would be the assistant United States Attorney from the Southern District of New York. And let me read the letter, and you guys will see the language. In short, the first justification for the motion. So again, this would be to you want to dismiss the Adams case. That Damian Williams' role in the case somehow tainted a valid indictment supported by ample evidence. Right, we got enough evidence. And pursued under 4 different U.S. attorneys is so weak as to be transparently pretextual. The second justification is worse. No system of ordered liberty can allow the government to use the carrot of dismissing charges or the stick of threatening to bring them again to induce an elected official to support its policy objectives. So let me explain. So we're talking about sticks and carrots. So the idea would be, okay, if we dismiss the charges, Adam, do things that we like. That's a carrot, right? You're trying to make a deal with someone, basically. A stick would be, Adams, if you don't do what the Trump people want, we're going to, beat you with the stick, and we're going to bring charges back to you. Do you guys see what's going on here? So it's not necessarily about upholding the law. It's about getting people and inducing them, right, either sticks or carrots, to go along with your policy. And this is sort of why it looks like some sort of deal or something was made with the Trump people and Adams. And it's actually a really important case to follow. You can see this here. It says, there is a tradition in public service of resigning in last-ditch effort to head off a serious mistake. Some will view the mistake you are committing here in light of their generally negative views of the new administration, right? So some people read this stuff as like, oh, you just hate Trump. You just hate Trump, right? That's some people kind of read that thing. But this isn't necessarily about hating Trump or not hating Trump. This is just about upholding justice and the law. So listen to more of the letter here, from the Assistant United States Attorney. It says, I do not share those views. I can even understand how a chief executive whose background is in business and politics might see the contemplating dismissal with leverage as a good, if distasteful, deal. Doesn't name Trump by name, but I think he's referring to chief executive whose background in business and politics. That's Trump. But any assistant U.S. attorney would know that our laws and traditions do not allow using the prosecutorial power to influence other citizens, much less elected officials, in this way. Okay? If it's going to abuse of power, basically what we're talking about here. If no lawyer within earshot of the president is willing to give him that advice, then I expect you will eventually find someone who is enough of a fool or enough of a coward to file your motion. But it was never going to be me. Please consider this my resignation. It has been an honor to serve as a prosecutor in the Southern District of New York. Yours truly, Hagen Scotton. So you have to understand this too, that some of these people who are resigning are actually Republicans. This says here in the letter we just read from Scotton, it says, Sassoon and Scotton, both registered Republicans, came to the U.S. Attorney's Office after serving as law clerks for prominent conservative Supreme Court judges. Sassoon was a clerk for the late Justice Antonio Scalia, and this is Scotton, again, the letter we just read, was a clerk for the Chief Justice John Roberts. He previously served 3 tours of duty in Iraq, so he's a veteran. And not only that, U.S. Army Special Forces, and was awarded 2 Bronze Stars. And that was the letter where you're saying you're either a fool or a coward to go with Trump on this. And again, basically the language is like you're either a fool or a coward to follow Trump here. You could argue the same kind of stuff with Musk, with all of the illegal things they're doing over with Doge. Now, the interesting thing is, and I want to make this really clear, is that these are attorneys, these are lawyers, these are people who know the law very, very well. There could be other employees in the government that go along with Trump and Musk, but they're not attorneys or lawyers, because sort of how this works is like your boss comes in, like say Musk or Trump, and they say, oh, yeah. Just go do that thing. Just go do that thing. Go sign your name on that thing. Everything's going to be fine because I'm Musk and Trump and I'm, I know everything really, really well. But Musk and Trump aren't lawyers, right? You're not a lawyer. And if you're just, quote, following orders, you can get in some real deep water and you could really hurt a lot of people. And that's why this is important. We're again, these are lawyers who know the law very, very well. And they're like, I'm not going down that path. It's not worth it, right? Here's another letter. Check this one out. It says here, I remain baffled by the rushed and superficial process by which this decision was reached, in seemingly collaboration with Adams' counsel and without my direct input on ultimate stated rationales for dismissal, or ultimate dismissing this case. In the end, it says, in the event you are unwilling to meet or reconsider the directive in light of the problems raised by Mr. Bove's memo, I'm prepared to offer my resignation. It has been and continues to be my honor to serve as prosecutor in the Southern District of New York. Yours truly, Daniel R. Sassoon, United States Attorney. Effectively, what's going on here, guys, again, is these lawyers see through the plans that Trump has for this situation. Is like, I'm not any part of it. This actually reminds me of the movies I keep mentioning. I just want to mention it. There's 12 Today. It's a Korean movie. It's very, very good. It's about a military coup. Or the movie 1987, which is a good follow-up movie. Why do these matter? Why am I talking about Korean movies all the time? Or Korean, basically these are true stories, Korean history, is because this is what it was all about. It was about the people in the government who want to do illegal things, and then they would try to find people who would sign off on illegal orders, and some people would, and some people wouldn't. That's what this movie is about. So I always tell you guys to watch them. And you can see there are some people still in the USA, which is a good thing, that have enough character and enough, strength, enough courage to do the right thing. And as the one person said, either fools or cowards follow, Trump. And this is what it is, guys. These are actual pictures of, you got Tucker Carlson in there, you got Elon Musk and Trump. And there's a question I have to pose to you is, do you want to join this clown show? Right? Look at this. They're in the White House. Do you want to join this clown show? And I show you these pictures because they're plain as day. And I promise you, if Obama behaved in this way, just imagine, guys, just imagine, just forget about politics, but just imagine if these people weren't white. Just want to make it really, really obvious, and these people were black or Latino or a different color, and they wore like these big hats, right, that don't even wear a tie around the White House. How do you think Fox News would treat this kind of stuff, right? How would Fox News treat it if Obama had his kids like picking his nose in these kind of ways, rubbing it on the desk? How would they treat that? How would they treat that during a press conference if Obama behaved like this? Or think of it this way: just imagine pretend these people aren't white, right? Just imagine maybe they're Asian, right? Maybe they're black or Latino, and some guy like Obama brings 2 women and a bunch of kids. Because remember, this guy has kids with multiple women and has a meeting with like another foreign leader. How do you think Fox News would handle that kind of stuff? And I'm pointing this stuff out because the thing I want you to think about is, do you want to join this clown show? Do you want to join these illegal orders? And people are like, lawyers like, no, I don't. And this is the dilemma that people have to face right now. Like, for example, Musk got one of his people in the VA. I guess they're laying off people. And what if Musk is like, hey, you know what, we got to just cut that VA, we got to cut it as much as we can, right? Or they're with the IRS, like, hey, we gotta cut people over there, and we got to get some data, this kind of stuff. Like, if they're ordering you to do illegal things, and even and Musk and Trump are like, oh well, trust me, bro, everything's gonna be great, trust me, bro. But I just want to remind you, Musk and Trump are not a lawyer. Chances are you're not a lawyer, and the people who are lawyers are already quitting on Trump. That's why these resignations are really important, and that's why that one letter I showed you is really important, where the guy's like, anyone who follows you is either a coward or a fool. So please take this warning very, very seriously. It's not worth going to prison over these guys. And for those of you who are young, who've never seen this kind of stuff before, it has happened in U.S. history where sometimes it happens. U.S. presidents will order you to do stuff illegal. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out Watergate with Nixon. Check out the Iran-Contra with Reagan. Check out these things. Learn from history. So thanks again for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next video.